Hello, peoples. Welcome back to War for the Crown. Last we left off, people did some stuff. They got missions done. They met with Lady Martella Lowfeet again, who warned them of a particular person around this place called Malphine Trant, who is likely to serve up some trouble, and for you to all keep an eye on her. So far, the only person to not complete their mission is Mia, who's trying to do so. But first, we start this round of socialness with Desmond.
All right, so I think it was said that this token is troublemaker.
Mm-hmm. If you see the name, unless the name isn't there,
I don't see
Nope,
the
no
name on
nameplate.
mine.
that's stupid because it has nameplate checked. Roll 20. What are you doing to me?
Ah, there we go.
There it is.
Okay. What do I know about this troublemaker, or is she a complete mystery to me?
Um,
The pompous looking one.
Roll me a. Roll me a knowledge nobility.
Your wish is my command.
Wow.
Uh,
You know that the Trant family hails from White March. Um, and they are quite quick to use the threat of the Kadiran aggression to maintain control of their holdings.
So they're
Um,
conservative.
they don't really care one way or another about women's rights, and much of their influence comes from supporting the Maxillar Pytharis, the Grand, whatever his nickname is, Grand Strategos Maxillar Pytharius.
I see. Okay. Um, hmm. I'm gonna make my way over here. Uh, Mia's still trying to just listen in on Maxwell, right?
Hmm.
Okay. I think I'm going to. Hmm. Oh, I can still influence the area, right?
Any of you can influence anywhere.
All right, I will influence this area and see if I can
Okay.
draw some of Dame Malphine's aggro.
So that would be the Arcade of Triumphs. So you can give me. Uh, I will say going forward, just to make things clearer, uh, when you're targeting an area, it has special events. So you're trying to influence the area. Influencing the area will give you information about the area, not necessarily the NPCs within it, or do anything with the NPCs within it.
Okay, sounds good.
So you can give me an appraise, a knowledge, history, or nobility, perception, spellcraft, or use magic device. Wow. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. I'm not even gonna bother counting. You hit the second threshold. Uh, as you're kind of looking around in the area and maybe taking a liking to some of the still remaining antiquities that have not been snatched away, um, you see a female middle-aged human wanders up to you, seeing your interest in some of the items, and offers you a brief tour of the adjoining restoration room, which we'll call this middle room here, um, where artifacts are cleaned and preserved. As part of the tour, she offers you as well 1 bottle of this universal solvent
Oh, neat.
and a bottle of Unguent of Timelessness.
Get a big impression.
All right, I'm just going to read that out loud for the stream. When applied to any matter that was once alive, such as wood, paper, or a dead body, this ointment allows that substance to resist the passage of time. Each year of actual time affects the substance as if only a day has passed. Ooh, that's neat. The coated object gains +1 resistance bonus on all saving throws. The unguent never wears off, although it can be magically removed via the dispelling effect, for instance. 1 flask contains enough material to coat 8 medium or smaller objects. A large object counts as 2, and a huge object counts as 4. Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will add those to my inventory while you sort out the next guy in line.
And I will also add,
Ooh.
as long as you remain interested in Capernia, that's her name, Capernia's work, Aravid will have a +5 circumstance bonus on sleight of hand checks to steal anything else he wants.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
Indeed. Amia, I believe you have to make perception checks, and you have yet to make a single.
Yes, I have not succeeded. I've tried, but I've not succeeded. I believe it was actually perception or sense motive. I think was
Yes,
the other
perception
one.
or sense motive, and still it stands that you have yet to make one.
The 0 is correct. You are not wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna continue circling around this person, essentially talking to everybody, but I'm gonna avoid talking directly to him, and I'm gonna avoid directly talking to the dame. And I'm gonna talk to the other correspondents around him, and then yeah, I would like to do a sense motive as I listen in.
Okay.
Damn it!
Wow.
No.
Wow. Well, that doesn't give you anything.
That does not give me nothing. That is the end of my
That,
turn.
Yeah, that unfortunately does not give you anything as we go to grabby hands.
Alright, so I'm like flipping open the first couple pages of this journal. In the shadows, sort of. Not openly. But then I see some eyes get drawn away. And I can't help myself. So
remind me, what have you stolen so far? What have we stolen?
I have stolen the journal, the buckler, and the spyglass. So that leaves the dagger and the fan.
Indeed, okay.
Oh, I'm going for the dagger. Boom.
All right.
Okay, so that's 25.
I think it's safe to say that you swipe it. As you go to the casing, I'm just gonna put you just like put yourself in like one of these adjacent rooms or something.
Mm-hmm.
As you go to swipe the dagger, it is in like nice little glass casing box. And you're able to pick it out. There is a little plaque on it that says the history of this weapon was used by one of General Arneson's lieutenants to slay the vampire Maliguer.
There's vampires in this world. Yes.
And
Almost
it is
certainly.
And it is looking at it a bit more, reading that, reading the placard. Give me a let's see. What do I want you to give me? This is going to be a freebie roll, but I need to look at skills real quick.
I only have nobility.
Yes.
But I have other things.
Yeah, give me a knowledge nobility.
Okay, +7. Ouch. 9.
Ooh, okay. Well, you read the story, you know the story. It does look like a pretty nice silver dagger, though.
Okay. So, basically, how this goes down is I notice the eyes are off some of these items, and I see an opportunity. I go up to the dagger's case, and I notice the placard, and I've heard the stories, but I suppose it just doesn't quite interest me. And with a 25, not even really hiding it, just a very swift motion to just grab it and stash it, and then walk away.
All right, and the funny thing is, small and light weapons are allowed. So if you just took that and slapped it to your belt, people would be like, "He's just got a nice dagger."
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
Excellent turn. Next.
Hugh.
Alright, I think I'm gonna try to, listen on the conversation around Dame Malphine Trent. Try to gather some information on her.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. Just you can give me a perception or what's the other one? Sense motive.
Alright, sense motive. Is it? Oh, okay, well.
You don't get much. You do notice, because it's kind of obvious. She's kind of, a bit brash and rough around the edges, kind of pushing away past people to get a glass of champagne. She's a bit tipsy.
Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm. Right. Lucia, who can now move.
Yay! Remind me where Mia's target is.
The Arcade of Triumphs
Right there,
here.
okay. I
I
would like
will
to
give his nameplate.
Okay, thank you. I would like to sort of drift that way. And let it go just to his side, but fairly close to him. And I'm going to, if you will allow me, use my Desire Sight Oracle ability.
What'd that do?
This is a jumped up detect thoughts. So basically I get to sense significant desires of creatures with an intelligence score of 1 or higher, regardless of whether they are conscious or not. So it does kind of different things as I keep concentrating on the rounds of the spell. A will save
Okay,
is possible.
Are you able to put this in the chat?
Oh, who knows? What do I do to put it in the chat? Do I just copy the...
Just click on it.
There you go. As a standard action, you can learn the desires of any creature you can see within 100 feet, as if you had concentrated until the third round of Detect Desires. As usual for Detect Desires, the target can attempt a will save to negate the effect. And now this is me
I don't know
looking
why
up
that says
Detect
DC
Desires.
0. I don't know why that says DC 0. If I recall correctly from looking at it, you sort of get to skip and tweak the first round of Detect Thoughts.
Yes, spell functions as detect thoughts, except you sense significant desires of creatures. regardless, instead of intelligence, the second round of concentration reveals each mind's charisma score. Whoa. Instead of surface thoughts, the third round of concentration reveals the most pressing current desire of any mind in the area.
That is correct. It starts out as one
Okay.
creature and then expands.
So that would mean the first round is the
Just the one
desires
dude.
of creatures.
Yeah.
Of the one dude.
Yeah. And I don't know why Will Negates DC says 0. So I don't know how to tell you what my... Hi, everybody. I've never played Pathfinder. I have no idea to tell you what the DC is on that. Is that going to be my ability modifier? Or it's the level of the spell, right?
DC 10 plus
Except
level of
this is-
spell plus casting modifier. It says
This
under
is-
spell
this
casting
is
that
actually-
you're...
This is a feat or a trait or whatever. It's not technically a spell.
Well, I see... Someone can correct me, Dieter, correct me, but under the spell casting on the character sheet, it says there's a DC for each level of spell, like DC 13 for level 0, DC 14
So I have
for
my
level
little
1.
table here. I'm just a little confused because it's technically not a spell.
Would does Desire Sight give in your like feature? Does it give what ability score that it's based off of?
Let me just make sure.
'Cause sometimes racial abilities
Yeah.
or class abilities will give an alternative.
I don't see it. Do you want to just treat it like a first level spell right now, or cantrip, just to, and I'll do a little bit more.
Sure.
Research. So if it's a 0 level, it's a DC of 13. If you're going to count it as 1, it's a DC 14.
Hold on, I'm grabbing my my oracle. I want to see because
Thank you.
it would say on there.
So what's interesting is that Detect Desires as a spell is treated as a second level spell for bards and mediums, but a third level spell for clerics and mesmerists.
And I'm not
there's
any of
others.
those things.
Yeah, it's funny. Oracle isn't actually listed here. Do you know which? Man, that's
DC
really
of
weird.
this save is equal to 10 plus half the Oracle's level plus the Oracle's charisma modifier.
That's what it says for
Oh,
Channel
13.
Divinity. I think it's. I would guess that it's the same because it's the same
So
as the class.
13. Yeah.
All
we're
right.
counting it.
So now
Which makes
let me
sense because it's really powerful. So a lower DC on that makes sense.
let me find the guy and
gonna
roll
put that in
his
my notes.
thingy. Let's see, Max Lar, where are you? Where are you, buddy? Hi, Strategos Maxilar. Okay, so it's a will save, you say?
Yeah.
And us find out.
I'm gonna fuck around and find out.
Alright.
And depending on whether he makes this or not, I want to kind of direct it just a little bit.
He got a 13.
Oh. So how does that work in Pathfinder?
Does meet to beat exist still, Peter?
Yeah, that's the default.
Okay. So you do not get anything, but I think you can still keep the spell up, right? To try again? Is that a thing?
I don't
I imagine
think
so.
so because but it says negates the effect, and I can't cast it
Oh,
again. This is
yeah.
a once per day thing, so no, I failed. Do I see that Mia is listening or watching him though?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say like to someone passing me, so it looks like I'm having a conversation with them. I'm gonna say, well, you are aware, of course, that if women receive this benefit, it will only do good things for the economy. And then sort of walk off a little bit because I'm trying to get him to say something, to react to something, so that Mia can see it.
Well, yeah, so far it's not working. He is indeed a steel trap
Okay.
of a man.
Yeah.
As we begin round 2 with the homie.
All right. Well, so as long as I have the curator's attention, we can continue Copernia. So I suppose I'm going to try to influence Copernia some more. What skills are relevant in that situation?
So let me find that. If she even can be influenced, which she does not have a page to be influenced. So really, it's just as long as you are busy with her and just keep talking to her, because she doesn't have a stat block to be influenced.
Okay. So is that like a? I guess that eats up all my actions, right? As long as I'm keeping her.
Yes, you have to keep her busy and interested in the artifacts.
All right.
Yeah, some of the NPCs do not have influenceable stat blocks, so you can't really influence them. And I'll tell you who can or cannot be when it comes up. Copernia is not one of them, or Copernia
Okay.
is one of them who can't be influenced.
Okay. Then this is what I will do. Are there do I know where the last artifacts are that are like available to steal, or is that just something that Aravid knows?
Most of them are in various rooms. I mean, we'll just say the fans. I don't know, over here.
Okay. All right. Then I think what I'll do is step out for a moment and see if there's like one of those wine glass people holding, all those glasses for the
A waiter.
Yeah. For all the guests, and I'll just grab it, kind of look around and see where everyone is and how things are going, and then step back inside.
Okay. Sense motive or perception?
Okay. Sense motive. Or
Not you, Mia, because your turn is up. Because that's.
Me.
I thought you were talking to me.
Nope.
Okay. Finally! Please tell me that passes. I'm gonna curl up in a ball under my desk.
Congratulations, that's one success of 3.
Yay! Hey, ooh la la. At this point, if it seems like it's just starting to begin the conversation, I will reach up in my hair and I will tap the little bird that's hiding in it, and I will start recording his conversation.
Okay. You can certainly start doing that. Let me find him real quick. Some of it is simple conversation. Yes, the start of it all is simple conversation. Maybe wait a little bit longer for him to keep talking. Maybe you get something juicy, but you're starting it.
Yep, I got an hour worth of recording on it, so perfect.
All right, Aravid.
Oh, I'm gonna mess up this day so much. I'm so excited to see the Earl's face. Where'd you say the fan was?
Just real quick, for the others, so you don't waste your influence turns. No, I feel like I should say this. Because it's nowhere in the rules, and I'm just gonna go by that. Unless you're trying to influence Maxilar, nothing you guys will do. Nothing you guys can do will assist Mia in her thing. unless like you have buffs you can give her to like perception and sense
I was
motive.
gonna say.
So I'm just gonna say that now. I know it's a bit late in, but nothing the rest of you can do can really help her. She's on her own. Ping up here for the fan.
Aha. Okay, well, with this final roll, that is an 11 plus 7 plus, so 11 plus 12, 23.
You snag this elaborate looking silk fan. Looking pretty nice. Pretty.
Wow. Quite the craftsmanship.
Yeah, indeed.
And now it's mine.
And now it's yours.
Do I have any time left to sit down anywhere and take a peek at the journal, or should I wait?
Sure, I can say you can peek at the journal. You peek at the journal. It goes into Earl. It belonged to Earl Vernissant's great-grandfather, and details extensive genealogical work to connect their family line to the heroic Arnescent legacy. You know, the journal probably isn't worth much, but the details and handwriting inside, if anyone were to try to do any fraudulent shenanigans, would certainly help you out. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, indeed.
Did you say genetic work to make their family heroic? Did I hear that right?
Genealogical work to connect their family line to the heroic Arnescent legacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what? The eugenics fuck there, but okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay.
It still sounds a little bit
Alright.
sus. but-
That'll cover my turn.
And
Plenty.
that's all 5 items stolen.
You goddamn right.
All right, Hugh, it is your turn. Like I said in the chat, Dame Malphine Trent is also one of the people who can't be influenced. She doesn't have the stat block to be influenced.
All right. I suppose I'll just keep a watch on her, just to make sure that, well, as soon as it feels like she's about to stir some trouble, I might be able to react.
Okay. You can certainly do that. That'll kind of be your thing, to just keep an eye on her for this turn.
All right.
Alrighty, Lucia.
Whew, boy, I don't want to bail on Mia here, but I have a thing I need to do. Can you remind me what are the skills for this section over here?
Which section?
The round, the round Senate, over here. To the left.
Arcade of Triumphs.
Yes, thank you.
I can tell you that it has fully been influenced.
Oh.
You have crossed both thresholds.
Sorry, that was my fault. I pinged in the arcade of
No,
Triumphs.
it's fine. So does that mean I can't do any rumor mongering over there, or?
Well, that means if you wanted to influence the area, and as I said, each threshold has a significant, like a certain event triggered with getting past the threshold. It's not like I do this to influence the area. It's you roll a skill to influence the area, and something unique happens in that area. Like, crossing the second threshold and having the Senate's curator of antiquities being, oh, that guy looks interesting. He looks like he's taking an interest in the artifacts. Let me go talk to him.
Right. But that's over here, right?
Yeah, I
was actually pinging over here to the left.
Over to the left. Which room? Sorry, I have to zoom out. That area I feel like I wrote that down. That area still has the second threshold available.
Okay. And can you remind me what skills are in that?
So the Senate floor is... I'm just going to copy and paste it. It's going to have the DC. I don't care.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, I am going to... Let's see, what shenanigans can I do here? Okay, I'm going to float my little self over there.
Yes, now that you can move your token.
Yes, I know, it's exciting. I'm gonna float my little self over there. As I go, I'm going to cast Whispered Glimpses on my bad self.
Ooh, what'd that do?
I
The
show
Whisper.
you.
You can add your charisma modifier instead of your wisdom bonus on perception and sense motive.
Yes, I can. And is there any of our targets in here? Is there anybody? It seems like we identified some people that might be kind of on the fence about the whole deal.
Mm-hmm. You definitely, Nicholas O'Cara has been turned to your side.
Is there anybody in here that we don't know for sure what their position is?
The lot of them.
All of them. Okay.
No one really talked to the others.
Okay, so who would you say is the most influential in terms of voting in this room?
Let's find out as I look through my Senate list of people. Well, there's the Baron, who's already been, dealt with. Let's see here. There is this guy down here who looks like a knight-looking dude. He's dressed in armor. He looks to be a battle-tested man. There's him. There's this guy up here looking like a judge of some sorts. Let's see who else is around. There's a guy you can overhear being called the Grand Duke. This guy right here.
Okay.
And then there's this guy who's an earl. And of the group of them, this guy right here just kind of seems to be a noble.
Okay.
Not a noble, just random dude from a village.
Random dude. Okay. Would the nobles be more likely to be voting members of the what's it called? The council?
Yeah, all the senates here are here to vote. All the senators, yeah.
I think that I would like to drift on over near the judge and say something like, "Good evening. I'm so pleased that the forces of law and order are present on such an important evening."
Is this... Are you just talking to him? Are you trying to influence him? Are you trying to influence the area?
I am attempting to get him to think about the event so that I can sense his motives, whether that's something he's... can I tweak that just a little bit?
Sure.
Oh, I'll say, on such an important evening for the future of women. And then I want to know what, his motive is. Is he going to vote for or against that? Is that something he wants or not?
he he so as you walk up to him, he is a you can see he's a male half elf, dressed in fine clothing. And he goes, well, I don't have a voice for him because I don't have a token. I'd love to give him a voice to have a face, but there's no face to look at. So you get, as he's talking to you, he agrees with you that it's a good thing for women, but it sounds like he's also neutral on the front. He's kind of just here for the event as he's a big name judge.
Do you want a sense motive roll on that?
Yeah. I'll allow it. Maybe you can get more that I just thought of off the top of my head.
That's what we want, is more, always more. Not the greatest.
16, and that's adding your charisma.
It is. Oh wait, nope. I'm an idiot. Hang on. I just added the 2 and not the charisma, so that would actually be 19.
Okay. You get from him that despite being neutral on the front, like that's the face he's giving off at this event. He's giving off the face of neutrality. But the more you talk to him, the more he's likely to vote in favor for the princess.
Okay, so if I stay here maybe a round or so and work on that. Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, top of the round.
Alright, so I think I know what I'm going to do. Because I think it's time to part ways with Capernia and be like, thank you for telling me so much about Opara's history. And I'm gonna go out here, and so I don't know if the module allows for this, but I would like to bribe Malphine Trant to get away from this area that we're working on to, like, the garden, maybe, with by mentioning, hey, so I hear the kitchen's got some wine.
You can give me a bluff or diplomacy.
I like it. All right, let's get her out of the area. That does not seem conducive to us completing our mission. Okay, so bluff. Yeah, I'm gonna go with bluff.
I'm not even gonna roll. She looks at you and kind of just like shoves past you and begins. I'll put her in the garden as she begins walking.
Noise.
And that'll be what you do, though.
Yep.
As we go back to Mia. Nope. No,
I know.
You have a +5, and you've only made 1.
I know. That's why I'm so annoyed.
Wow. Wow. All right, Aravid.
Okay, I hear. What is this room at the very north?
Which one?
The northernmost room. Rectangle up top.
Right there is the Imperial Archives.
Cool. I'll do any kind of influence action there. I just want to see what's there.
Alright, you can do knowledge, arcana, geography, history, linguistics, if your profession is librarian or scribe, or you can do stealth.
Oh, thank God. All right, that's the only thing I can do. +7. Ooh, 14.
14. All right. Well, you don't gain any influence in the area, but you're certainly starting.
That is okay.
You are certainly starting. As we go to Hugh.
All right. I guess since I saw Dame Malphine like leaving to the garden, and she's no longer anywhere next to Maxillar, I'm just gonna go ahead and head to like the Senate room where all those influential people are, and I guess I'm gonna just start picking people who we haven't really converted to our side yet.
All right. Well, as I said, there's a few people you can talk to. Let me zoom in to actually see here. Let's see. Well, out of all the people in this room right now, the only one who actually has stats to be influenced is the commoner-looking guy.
What was this guy's background again? Was he the one from the village, or was that someone else?
Yep, this is the guy from the village that they're raising to nobility.
I suppose I'll. Yeah. I forget. If I recall, is Lucy. Was this the one that Lucia was talking to, or was that someone else?
That is the judge currently.
Oh, okay. I guess I will start trying to influence Calbio then.
All right. So to influence him, you can roll me a knowledge local or sense motive.
Knowledge local or sense motive? Okay, I guess I will go with knowledge. Looks like I have to go with sense motive. Alright. So, let's see.
Well, as you begin talking to him and he begins talking about his family, he seems rather excited that someone's actually showing interest in learning about his family. You see that he's very excited about the day. He's a bit overwhelmed, and you kind of get a sense of loneliness in him. So he kind of immediately latches onto you, and this positive attention, and as you kind of maybe begin walking away after talking to him, he kind of begins following you like a lost puppy, and whenever people look at you guys together, he kind of just points to you and goes, "Oh, this is my big city friend."
Oh, buddy.
So this gives you a +2 to all charisma-based skill checks while he's following you around. However, it literally says, this yokel's presence is also a stain on your reputation, so it also provides a -2 penalty on all charisma-based checks against people like Maxillar Therius.
Okay, well. That is very interesting. Okay, I'll roll with it.
Alrighty, Lucia.
Okay, I want to keep working this judge, and I'll tell you that I am being as wily as possible given my profession, but also being subtle. I mean, he hasn't like walked away or condemned me or anything, so I'm just gonna be like
has not
asking for his opinion, basically saying, "Oh my, what a good point," that kind of thing. But also getting in there how I feel like it's so amazing of the princess that she seems to have overcome her wild youth and be setting us women an example of how we can be productive out in the public area of conducting business and whatever, and still maintaining our femininity.
What would you want to roll for that? What do you think would be appropriate?
That's a really good question.
What are you trying to get here?
I think diplomacy, because I'm trying to sway him by, like flattering him and whatnot. So I think diplomacy, yeah.
Roll me diplomacy. He was talking with you, and he kind of he does that thing where he's like, excuse me for a moment, as he kind of he walks away. He's still in the area, but you see him walk away to join a debate amongst other people in the area, rather than continuing this conversation.
Okay, great.
So that happens. Let's see here. Okay, I would like Desmond and Mia to make me perception checks, please.
Yes.
Mia!
I am just mad that I can't hear this guy because everybody is so loud around me.
The actual phone.
So Desmond notices it as Malphine Trant's beginning to walk away. Everyone else eventually hears it via your aid badges of Martella coming over the badges and saying, Malphine Trant and her followers just grabbed one of the senators and headed upstairs. You have to stop her.
Oh no.
Mia is the first one to depart. She is all too excited. And if Lucia was around, she would see that look in Mia's face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my way.
I don't respond. I just go. Desmond just sees me take off.
Yeah.
Everyone else?
Same.
Aravid, you?
Question. If I decide to go, the Calpio is gonna follow me, right?
Oh, yes.
I wonder if... So, the -2 thing, would that apply to Lady Trant? Or
If
is
you
it...
were trying to use any charisma abilities against her, yes.
I'm probably gonna... I'll probably have to stay in the senatorial room then, because I feel like it might backfire on me if I go.
Sure. How about Aravid?
If I catch wind of this, this is entertaining, and I mean, tonight's gonna be great. I'm gonna watch this dumb guy get all flustered. So yeah, I want to go. I want to see this. Let's go.
Alright, so put yourself here. And I'll copy and paste the combatants upstairs, but I'll move everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and we're gonna need a new turn order.
Oh, not necessarily combatant for me. I just want to watch. I'll get in if I need to.
So let me. Alright, sir. Did I say it was initiative time yet? No, I didn't.
My bad.
You
Excuse
kind
me.
of did, though.
Well, I wasn't on the map yet.
Ah,
Why did I copy her? That's not who I wanted to copy. Go away. I thought I was copying one of you. I accidentally copied the princess. Whoops. Yeah, I'll give you all vision in a second. Because you're... Well, that's weird because all your tokens already have vision. Can anyone see this map? It doesn't have dark vision on it.
nah.
No, sir.
Why are all the maps broken? This map doesn't have dark vision on it. It's literally meant to be a default battle map.
Is there a flag of war?
No, there's nothing.
Are we on the wrong layer?
Nope. This is stupid. This is just dumb. Let me retry this. Okay, we're retrying it. You know what? Here, go look at the Senate map. It's pretty.
Oh,
It's pretty. Has lots of color.
It's so pretty. I need to find a list of sorts.
Okay. Well, I try and sort this out because none of my maps want to work for some reason. This is an official module. Why don't the maps work?
While you are doing that, I am going to let's see how many I have used. I'm going to use the communicator thingy and just say quietly to everyone, I think it would be preferable if we choose diplomacy rather than choosing violence, especially if we intend to do anything covert from this point on. Anywhere, not just this evening. And of course, that's mainly for Mia, but it's for everybody.
Noted.
There's no words, just a groan.
Hugh listens intently as he's not aware of what's about to happen. Well, I suppose he does.
That's my fourth use of the
Aravid will come in with, I don't have to jump in, but just make sure things are entertaining. If safety is on the line, though, of course I will step in.
Alright, let's find out now. Do we have vision?
Is it
No.
visible? No, it's not.
Why?
I can find myself if I highlight myself. I'm right here. Are we assigned to
I
our
am
tokens?
too.
Yes, you are.
If you go to the page setting, do you have
Nope.
give
No
it
dark
reveal
vision.
all?
Yep, everything's visible. This is meant to be a default battle map.
I can move myself.
Should I try dragging myself onto the screen?
Here, maybe we try this.
There we go.
That, got
Well,
it.
that worked.
Wow, that's
So
a battle
I had to
map.
turn on dark vision and dynamic lighting for you guys to be able to see stuff.
Weird.
Interesting.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, interesting.
Oh my
That
god,
doesn't
not
make
Junior
sense at
Senator
all.
Amadorian do.
Yeah. Let me see here. So yeah, you see that as you walk up and you see Malphine Trant and her sycophants are haranguing Senator Dow, kind of shoving him and just being a bully. As you see, her sycophants, these sons of local aristocratic families, are joining in the mockery. What do you want to do? The four of you see this.
Can I? This is sort of meta, but has Lucia gotten sort of a sense now that we've been sort of working together this evening of if there's anyone who seems to be her equal or better at like soothing ruffled feathers, talking things out?
Of your equal?
Yeah. This is my way of asking everybody for their diplomacy scores. But I'm trying to at least, play the game.
Mine's not bad, but I'm pretty good at lying. I'll keep it at that. But my diplomacy isn't bad.
Because I would call mine pretty good. So, and you're just there to watch. You voyeur, you.
I can step in.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Speaking of, if we are allowed movement, I would like to just get closer.
Oh yes, you are allowed movement.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, so what I'm going
are we like gridded movement, or is this just movement so far?
This is free movement right now until any of you do something, as the 3 people don't really acknowledge you and they're kind of just bullying.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I'll just be here and watching. I'm noticeable to everyone there, whether they pay attention to me or not.
So I'm gonna talk to these 2. Do they look as inebriated as the Karen?
Give me a sense motive.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Sense motive.
Not really. Somewhat, but they also seem like if you try talking to them, they're not going to listen to you, no matter what you say.
No matter what I say.
This is a hierarchy, and they're following the person who can get them into business. And as you guys kind of walk closer, Malphine Trant kind of turns around and shouts at you guys and tells you, and says, what's the help doing up here? Get lost.
Okay, I would like to cast Enhanced Diplomacy on myself.
Okay.
It gives me a +2 to a Diplomacy or Intimidate. I'm going to make that a Diplomacy, and I'm going to come right up to her and say, "Oh, my lady, my friend told me that you had absolutely the most cutting-edge fashion at this occasion tonight, and I see that she actually undersold it."
Give me a diplomacy.
Okay, I will do that. +2. Come on.
Ooh, that's really good, but not good enough.
Not good enough? Oh god. Okay.
Because you see, as you say this, she gives you a look of just annoyance as, why hasn't the help left yet? And she signals to her sycophants as they all begin to raise their dukes.
Oh,
I was about to, try talking to them, because it seems I recognize what their motives were.
Well, it's a bit late.
Okay.
Sorry.
As we will now roll initiative for combat.
And I was purposely waiting just for story flair, but I think as soon as she said that to Lucia, something would activate within Mia. It doesn't trigger an instant response, but I would like to be at least here when it goes off. Can I get something in since everybody else got something in? Okay, perfect.
Sure.
So as she hears Lucia getting talked to like that, Mia's face drops and she gets this really just pissed off look on her face, and all of her muscles start to tighten, and I'm gonna activate Feral Striker.
Oh.
Ooh,
and I'm gonna take the form of a bull, which gives me a +2 to strength.
Alrighty. Isn't that fun? Let me roll for the sycophants. Once their sheet opens.
Damn it, mother.
Oof. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright, well, Aravid, it's your turn first, unless you're not doing anything.
Not yet. I will pull myself from initiative. I'll jump in if I care to.
Okay, so I'm just gonna scrap you then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Or, we'll leave you. I'll just put you at 0.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Malphine Trant, once I can find her stat block, because there's a lot of them, and I have to review what she's gonna do, because that's always fun, looking at new enemy stat blocks and waiting on them to load. Because Roll20 is slowing down for some reason. Alrighty. Let's see. Where are her abilities? Okay. Let's see if that works. No. They're all to GM, but I will tell you, you can see that she's definitely a bit tipsy as she goes to swing at you, Lucia, and wildly misses with a natural 1.
Wow. Good, because I am a paper bag.
Yeah. These also go to GM? They do. Hold on. Let me read these. Okay. Well, that's her turn. Desmond.
All right. Well, if things are turning out this way, can I say that insulting these guys is a swift action? Is that a thing?
Sure.
I'm gonna tell them, you guys have horrible taste in business partners. And then I'm going to hit this guy over here with a cold blast.
Okay.
That is a 15 against touch.
Range versus touch. Is this a spell? What is this?
It's a kineticist cold blast. So it's yeah, it's treated as a weapon.
Okay. Versus touch. Yeah, that hits all right, and he looks hurt. He looks hurt.
All right, and then I'm gonna back away. Let's see, how far can I walk out here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So yeah, I'll walk there.
Alright.
All right, that is me.
Okay. This guy who you just hit, having been hit by not a fist, and something a bit more magical, he immediately begins running away and surrenders. Like he throws his hands up and he's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this, and clutching to his sides and just runs. The others, seeing this, however, begin to pull out their weapons, their actual weapons now. And this sycophant is gonna move to right. Let's see, right here, and
Hello,
try
bad
and
decisions.
hit you with his club. No, does a 9 hit?
Nope.
Nope. He goes to swing with his club, and you just dip left. This sycophant. What is flanking again? A +2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to jump in.
Sure.
Whether before or after this turn.
Sure.
I feel like I was kind of late to the draw.
I'll put you after him.
Okay.
As he pulls out his club to try and batter Lucia. Does a 10 hit?
Oh, probably. Hang on.
Do you have any dexterity?
My AC is 11.
Whoa!
So you see this coming, and it does not hit at all.
I drop my fan at exactly the right time.
Oh right. Oh wait, hold on. Cause I know this is a different mode. Let me look at something real quick. Actually, hold on. I just want to make sure I'm doing this combat right. This is my first time running Pathfinder combat.
Oh yeah, good job.
Yeah. Okay. So it's actually because of a feat they have. It's against your flat-footed. You're flat-footed against this attack.
Oh, okay.
So
I think it does hit.
Yeah.
So
So
you're
that would be
standing there.
my flat-footed armor class, right? And that's
Yes. So and it was a 10 with a +2. Yep. So you feel this smack on the back of your head as suddenly this club just scattered you for 3 damage.
Okay.
Um,
My hair.
Aravid, you saw all of them take out their weapons, including Dame Malphine Trant, who pulled out a sword.
right, I see. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh wait, no, that was wrong. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Don't worry about that movement. I'm going to walk up pretty nonchalantly, like things are going down, so I'm getting in it, but still pretty nonchalantly, take out my rapier on the way there, and just say, "Don't do that to my friend." Ooh, all right, cool. So, I was a little too. Hey, no, no conclusions drawn from that. It was a 9. I was a little too intrigued with watching things that I wasn't exactly ready to get into the fight.
Yes, you go to swing. You were a bit off kilter, and he manages to dodge it.
I'm still gonna smile, a burning smile at him, because this is gonna be fun.
Yes. Mia.
All right. Yeah, this guy steps up to Mia and her face just turns into a really like sick twisted grin, and you swear to God you see steam like coming out of her nostrils, and I'm gonna reach into the pocket of my dress and I'm gonna pull out the oh god, I don't remember what the item is, but it's the spyglass. Thank you. I'm gonna pull out the spyglass. Slipped into my dress. And I'm gonna beat this guy with the spyglass.
Please.
And I'm gonna use a full I'm gonna beat this guy with the spyglass for sure. I can't use can I hit more than once? I can't, right? Not yet. Okay. So I'm gonna beat him with the spyglass. And I believe my base dice right now is a 1d6. No.
Okay.
Right, so here's my attack. A 12 to hit him.
A 12 hits, and you clatter him across the head with this spyglass, and he goes down. The spyglass, believe it or not, isn't in good condition anymore because it's spyglass. It breaks. The glass breaks as you rack it across his head, likely diminishing the value.
Is it still usable as a weapon? That is my only question.
Sure.
Available.
Awesome.
I look over and say, "Oh, Mia."
I'm not gonna tell you, but you're likely to be disappointed when you find out how much it was worth.
I just step on his corpse, and as I'm like menacingly walking towards this girl, I just look over at Aravid and I say, "You shouldn't have given me a weapon." And I just step straight up to her and I get like right in her face. I want her attention real bad.
Alrighty, Lucia.
there is such a thing as opportunity attacks in Pathfinder, right?
Oh, yes.
Ah, damn it.
Disengage is a thing, though, right?
A withdraw is a full round action.
Oh, you
Oh.
can take a 5-step movement and
Oh,
move
yeah, you
there
can
and
also
not
take a
conduct
5-foot movement.
an attack of opportunity.
Oh, really?
You just can't move after that.
Okay.
Actually,
okay.
move,
No, that's
move
great.
right here. Move right here.
No, sorry, I have plans. I see why you're saying that, but I have plans. First thing I'm gonna do is, it's gone to hell. Diplomacy is not an option, I don't think. I'm going to touch Mia on the arm so that she glances at me, and then I'm gonna do the sign for, be strong, and give you guidance. Gets you a +1 bonus on attack, saving throw, or skill check. Just one.
Okay.
I fucking love guidance. Yeah, I'm down for this. Let's go.
And then I will, in fact, move to here.
Alrighty.
5-step
Well.
first. Oh,
Uh,
so I can't.
Spells provoke attacks of opportunity in Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can't do that then because it's a touch spell.
Unless you go a different direction.
Like here, as pointed out.
Okay, I see.
We
what
would
you
let
mean.
you through.
Okay, thanks. All right, so keep the guidance. And then let's see, how much movement do I actually have? I forget. I have. Where is that on my sheet, guys?
It should be in the main at the bottom.
Yeah, it should be below your weapons
Above
on the left.
senses.
Oh,
Yeah.
30.
Also,
okay.
if you 5-foot step, you can't move after.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
it's a limiting thing.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Alright. So, Malphine Trant is gonna swing her sword at you, Mia. Yeah. Does a 22 hit you?
It does.
You feel this slash across your chest for 10 damage.
Oh shit.
Dang.
Yeah. As she's just kind of laughing at this situation, she brings down she bloodies her longsword, and we move to Desmond.
Oh, that's a little excessive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if I'm in range here. Oh, that's 35.
You could have taken one 5-foot diagonal.
Oh, from over here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so I will take one diagonal. So that should do the trick. Thank you.
Okay.
And then I will blast. Oh wait, do I have that feat yet? I don't think I have the feat for the thingy. Okay, so I will be blasting into melee, but I am aiming for Malphine.
So I believe that's a -4.
Well, against touch, let's see. Meh.
Wow. Yeah. That still hits for a 3. Okay. Anything else?
I guess to add flavor, I'm gonna shout behind this guy. Anyone engaging in business cooperations with a drunk person is definitely not destined to go very far in this world.
Alrighty. Well, this guy's just gonna keep running. I'm just gonna remove him. He's off map. He leaves the entire scenario. This guy is gonna try and thwack.
Opportune parry and riposte.
Ew, what?
Go ahead and attack.
Well, that's a 4.
Okay, I got a 22, so I block him, and then I'm going to use my attack of opportunity to attack back.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Yes!
Oh,
All right.
oh my god.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I guess I need to confirm still. Oh my god.
What'd you get?
A second 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got my
I'm-
panache point back.
I'm pretty sure he's just dead.
Hold on, let's just total things up.
Yeah.
So it's a d6, so 2d6 plus 2
Mm-hmm.
for 7.
He's dead.
Oh man, you shouldn't have attacked me. Ah, darn. Oh, that's cool. I have my attack of opportunity again.
As
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just as you cut down this last sycophant, all of you see Dame Malphine Tran's face kind of drop, and she eyes the situation and kind of just throws her sword to the ground and just stops dead in her tracks.
Perfect.
kinda
I still
just-
want my turn.
Sits down.
All right. In my turn, I will grab the sword and. Are you all right?
He looks at you and goes, I think I will be now.
Delightful. That's my turn.
Mia, what are you doing?
Awesome.
She's
so I wanna-
trying to surrender.
Yeah, I see that. Again, like a snort of fume just leaves my nostrils, and I shove the spyglass back into my dress, and I reach in and I pull out this bar that I got earlier from the trash, and I am going to reach over and I'm going to stick it in her hair, and then I'm going to grab her by the collar of her dress, pick her up, and start dragging her downstairs.
You can certainly try.
Cool. What would you like me to roll? Because I would love to do strength.
Sure. First of all, I want everyone else to give me sense motive. Sense motive. Well,
Is this
for
to sense
the
what,
people.
what Mia is trying to do?
No, well, yes, but also something else.
Is this at all applicable to lying because I get an additional +1?
No.
Cool.
18. So the three of you, maybe sense motive was the wrong thing to do, but you know that you see this plan happening. You know that if Mia is to go through with it, you will likely get guards on you and
Yep.
thrown out of the building.
Yep.
But I will allow the strength, V strength. She got a 21. So you go to do this, and she sits down, kind of pouting, drunk, and kind of just slaps your hands away.
Mia, she's already been humiliated.
Are we still in turn order?
That is up to all of you.
That's up to Mia.
Yeah.
I will. I will do one more thing before I drop turn order. I will squat down in front of her, and I will lift her chin to make her look at me as my eyes flash with rage, and I will say, I do not want you to ever do this to another soul in my presence again.
Give me an intimidate.
Sure. 10.
+1.
And
That was
11.
oh yeah, you do have that. Let me
Guidance.
see what she has.
It may not help at all, but you have it.
She just looks at you, in this drunken state, and kind of just shrugs her shoulders. As the guy behind her this man, this senator, uh, if you offer to help, he would take help standing back up, Aravid. If
Oh, of
not, he would
course.
stand up on his own. But he stands up with your help, and he looks at all of you. He brushes himself off, looks at Malphine Trant, and says, well, I do thank you all for rescuing me from that. And he kind of begins walking towards the stairs downstairs to the downstairs area and says, do drop by my office in the morning.
Yes.
I can't award you here, but I can give you a reward from helping protect me tomorrow if you stop by. And he would introduce himself as Junior Senate Amadorian Dow.
Sure.
Dorian Dow? Like D-A-O?
D-O-U.
D-O-U. Okay. Can I try something?
Sure.
I'm going to kneel down next to Malphine and just look very kind and like get my handkerchief out and start sort of dabbing at her face, and like putting her little disarranged strands of hair up and say, now dear, you do realize that sometimes there are consequences to negative action. Would you like to go with me and we could find you some water?
Give me a diplomacy.
Crap rolls.
Let me roll something for her. Once I find her sheet again, how am I losing everything? Here she is. Um, she she lets you kind of pat the bruises from the blast and just goes, "No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine on my own."
All right. Very good. But do remember what my friend here said.
Gives another kind of just shrug of her shoulders. Do you all begin heading back down to the Senate floor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Desmond leaves before anyone else.
Bao has left already, yes?
Yes, he has
Okay.
left.
Great. Then yes, I will.
All right, Mia.
Oh, she had to go check dinner and make sure that the house isn't on fire.
Okay, that makes sense. Well,
I'm
as
gonna
we
go.
go
I'm gonna
back.
go ahead and give Mia.
Mhm.
I'm gonna heal her.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm just kind of, gonna tuck my arm through hers and do a cure light wounds. And why did that give me a number? Well, I'll just do it the long way and figure it out.
All right. Well, we're gonna roll initiative again because we're gonna have one more event. So we're gonna roll initiative for the social rounds. We're gonna do another social round. Well, double 20s.
Dang.
Here comes Mia's roll. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Freaking finally.
All right.
You get 2 whole points of healing, Mia.
Oh, that's more than the 3 I had walking out of that
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Well, at the top, Mia, you're first.
Awesome. Yeah. I love that entire conversation with those people was recorded too, thanks to the bird.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back. Yep. And I want to try to do another sense motive.
Okay.
Nah.
Nope. Desmond.
at this point, I'm kind of just following Mia, and I'm just gonna sit in the corner and try to listen in on the conversation as well at this point.
Sure. Why not? Well, that is a success. It doesn't give you anything because it's not your mission, but it's a success. You're able to listen in on to the conversation happening. Aravid.
After the stairwell, I would have sequestered myself once more, an attempt to gain any more information I can from these archives. Not that I am particularly well versed, so stealth is my only option.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a +7. Yes. Yes. So 19.
19. All right. As you kind of in the area, you notice a guide leading a group of nobles over to an old blueprint of the Senate building. You
Ooh.
overhear the guide explaining that the current structure was built atop the ruins of several older Senate constructions. They then go on to describe how some levels of the old Senate involved the intentional immurement of workers, a grim
Oh,
reward from the nobles of the time.
wow.
Um, and I will give you this Aravid. This is going to be, I'm going to whisper this to you. As you hear this information, you get this.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
All right. That's specific.
it is. It is, yes.
So I'll just put that in my notes, I suppose.
Yes. Lucia.
So we have not conquered this room yet, so to speak, right?
No, it is very close to being fully influenced, though.
Okie dokie. Can I attempt? Oh wait, what? Sorry, you put it in the chat, and I didn't bother to write it down.
For this room, it's bluff,
Yeah.
sense motive.
Oh, okay. Can I bluff to try to spread a rumor?
Sure. This is you trying to influence the area?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll tell you what I want to do, as per usual, and then you can tell me what the hell I'm doing. So I would like to try to sort of circulate around and just basically be saying, "Oh, I hear that we might be getting a taste of the whatever their name is. The
Wine.
the whatever that family. I hear we're getting a taste of their, finest vintage. I'm sure it's going to be the best thing that we've ever had. I can't wait. Can you?
All right. So you can roll me a bluff.
Okay. Come on, roll decently. That's the idea, Desmond. God, that's terrible. I want it overhyped. Not good.
You do this. People begin, kind of listen to it. One figure kind of comes up to you and begins talking to you about the wine. They don't seem interested about the rumor, but they more seems to just talk. They seem like a wine merchant, and they begin talking to you about it, and kind of.
I am
Uh,
absolutely doing that. Oh yes, it has, from what I
mhm,
understand, the faintest nose of burnt cherry wood that was harvested in the early fall, and then you get a
mhm.
mouthfeel of satin that's been hanging out in the sun.
Yeah, and you're saying all this, but it seems to be more like a debate because he's going like, no, that's not how it tastes at all. It tastes like this. I know my wines. It tastes like blah 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 blah. Uh,
That's great.
eventually, you're able to kind of beat him out of this debate uh,
Oh,
of wines.
I don't need to beat him. I just need to be having this debate about this wine where everybody is listening.
Well, yeah. Well, as you
So,
outtalk him, I should say, you see the judge from before, Dartist Mercenian, the half elf, walks up and praises your ability to talk to these
mm,
politicians,
hmm.
and as a sign of his family's favor to you, he hands you a gold ring emblazoned with the Mercenian family crest.
Oh my gosh. I don't usually have people handing me jewelry in public, but I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Gold ring.
All right.
I've seen weirder, trust me.
And with that, Hugh, what would you like to do?
Just a quick question. While everyone was having a very epic battle upstairs, was my character doing anything, just like talking to people or something, or was
Yeah,
he
so
just like, right?
I'll give you two roles if you want to influence people or areas.
Okay. I suppose I want to. I believe the guy that looked like the knight was Baronet Durantis Clayto. I'm not sure if that's.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I suppose I'll try to like get to know like the lower nobilities and just sort of build or work from there or work up the hierarchy, so to say.
So what are you wanting to do?
I guess I just want to influence the Baronet as far as just like get to know him and I don't know, strike a conversation about I don't know, like the current state of I guess the whole debate about I keep forgetting what the word is, but
Mm-hmm.
Primogeniture.
pretty much yep.
All right, so you can roll me uh, sense motive. You can roll me perception.
I suppose I will roll sense motive for this. Let's see.
All right, so sure. You sit down. You begin talking to him. He seems to be more of a military interested mind. He's kind of here just to show face. He doesn't really seem interested in voting one way or another. Um, but that'll be one success. Um, as
Um.
we go, yes,
Oh, and I guess that was the first one, so second one, right? I'm guessing.
yes.
I suppose I guess since he's more of a military person, I just sort of, I guess that caught my attention. I'm like, oh, so I'm guessing you have some interesting stories to tell, like regarding your services. Just to strike conversation with him.
Good, good, good.
Yeah, you can do either of the same roles.
All right, yeah, I think I'll do the same role for that one. Uh, sense motive. Please be. Oh, okay. Well,
Okay. Yeah, you begin talking to him. He begins telling you stories about how he's fought insurgents and threats all throughout the lands of Casimir. Uh, you see that he tells you the story about how he earned a vicious scar across his face, which you can see while fighting a group of Urgathoan cultists operating near Taldor's southernmost shores. Um, and as you're kind of talking to him, you get the vibe that um, he he has the feeling that Taldor needs a stronger military. You know, they need to be able to hold their own better. Um, and as you get to know him, and get to talk to him. He's easing up from being a hardcore military man, so that's 2 successes.
All right.
As we get to the top of the round, all of you notice that a silence suddenly falls over the gala as the crowd parts as servants begin unrolling a red carpet through the Arcade of Triumphs and the grand floor, where you see Grand Prince Stavian III and his host of Ulfin Guard arrive, ascending the 100 steps to the building. Everyone begins flocking to catch a glimpse of this man who briskly moves towards the Emperor's Hall, which is closed down for the remainder of the night. As this happens, Maxilar Patheris also disappears and is unable to be influenced as he heads to the Emperor's Hall.
Rats.
And we have another round before the next event, if anyone would like to do anything. We're very close to the end of the Senate.
I'm gonna
Yes,
pout.
of course.
I'm gonna find one of those people who's carrying around trays of alcohol, and I'm just gonna grab 2 glasses. I'm gonna shot one, and I'm gonna put it back on the thing, and then I'm gonna start sipping on the other one and just broodly walk around.
Sure, we're gonna call that your turn then. Just pouting.
Works for
and
me.
drinking.
Just pouting and drinking.
All right, Desmond.
All right, so the Emperor's Hall is this left side, right?
The Emperor's Hall is an area that is not on the map that you do not have access to.
Oh, okay. Well then, I am going over to the Senate to talk to people. This area isn't.
Actually, this is the Emperor's Hall, which you see is completely closed and is guarded by the Ulfin Guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this area.
All right. Well then, I will. I can still influence this area, right? It's not finished.
This area is finished.
Oh, this area is also finished. Okay. Ooh. And all the rest of these people are not influenceable, right? They're all done?
Yes. Yeah, it's just a bit hard because they don't have stat blocks.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm just gonna look for something to do, whatever's available. I think Aravid said that the archives are still influenceable.
The archives, the garden, the down here.
Oh
kitchen.
yeah, the garden. Okay, well, I'm gonna... Okay, yeah. I'll go influence the garden.
Okay. So that is animal handle, knowledge, engineering, local nature, perform. What you got?
I have knowledge nature.
You can do that then.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, you do not influence.
I don't like animals, I guess.
Aravid.
No bees.
Rapid fire. No, that's a 9 for stealth. I don't get anything.
No, you don't. Lucia.
Sorry, I got behind. The garden is animal handling, nature, performance.
So, yes, the garden is animal handle, knowledge, nature, or if you have performance, keyboard, percussion, sing, string, or wind.
Okay. Specific. I think that I will mosey up to the archives. Are we talking like bookshelves and scrolls all over, that kind of thing?
Yes, it is a vast, large library.
Okay. I would love to just be drifting through and look and see if there is anything in particular that might... Man, this is going to be tough. Might help us blackmail somebody.
Okay, well, if you're looking through books, you can do, there's linguistics, you can do knowledge, history, stealth.
Let me see. I'm gonna do knowledge history. It's not great, but
Okay.
it's worth a try, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh.
Now I roll pretty good.
Yes. Hold on. All right, you begin thumbing through the books. You do not find anything, but that is also me telling you you have not reached enough points to
Yeah.
hit the second threshold.
Okay. It's great.
All right, Hugh.
So, like going off like what he was saying before, like the need for a larger military. I guess I just sort of asked for him to elaborate. Like does he mean like more patrol, or does like more guards in general? Because I
Yeah,
guess the whole
so
patrolling thing, it's something that my family could relate to since we're typically patrolling our domain. So
mhm.
I was wondering if there like some way I can think of correlating like similar practices that we do to potentially, I guess, making the military more efficient or to help them, cover more ground.
You can do the same roll if you wish.
All right. Let's... Transmotive. All right. What was it?
All right. That is not enough to influence him again. We get to the top of the round for the next event as supper begins to get called. Various plates of expensive cheeses, fruits, pastries, and wines begin being put out on the table or carrying platters to offer. The food immediately begins placating the masses left confused by Grand Prince Stavian's abrupt arrival and sudden disappearance. And soon you all hear conversations returning to normal. Socializing seems to become easier as interested parties jockey for positions in food lines to begin speaking with important dignitaries. And you will all gain a +2 circumstance bonus on all checks to influence an area or NPC because the food has made things easier.
Ah, noted.
Neat.
And I will wait for this fact when we have Lucia back, but we go back to the top of the round for one more social round, starting with Mia.
Mackenzie's running. Mackenzie's running. She's sprinting.
My target has not returned, has he?
He has not.
Okay. The garden can still be influenced?
Yes.
Okay, great. I will go into the garden. And I would like to try to influence the area with a perform sing.
Okay.
Finally!
Yes. Okay. You begin performing, and it is at this point, with this, you will succeed the threshold. You have ingratiated yourselves enough into the political scene. You may pick an NPC of your choice and learn what is under their influence, or like what you would get from influencing them.
Is that a decision we make collectively as a group?
That is, I'm gonna say you pick.
Me? Why me?
Because you're the one who beat the threshold.
Ah.
Welcome back, Lucia. So supper was handed out and dinner was given. As that happened, you noticed that a century-old bottle of wine was brought out and served. Where you see people begin drinking it, and all the senators sampling it react immediately in disgust.
Oh no! Oh, that's horrible.
And Mia is currently trying to figure out someone they want to learn information about because they beat a threshold.
Can I know if the prince is somebody that can be influenced?
Stavian? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll give you. Let me see. Can he? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Yes, he can. No, he can't. Maybe. He's not on my list.
Can
I
we
was like,
vote?
is that the deciding? Like,
He is not on my list.
okay.
You could learn the influence of your target.
Yeah, I suppose if I can't learn the influence of the prince, I'll go with my target. So I was thinking the prince information is something we may be able to use later on down the road. So that's kind of what I was hoping for.
Well, yeah. While hearing people talk, kind of gather around you singing, you learn that Pytharius was previously, while he was around, riding high from his earlier meeting in the day with the Grand Prince, where someone overheard him, he let slip that all of Taldor's concerns over succession are finally laid to rest today, whatever that means.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And we go to Desmond.
Okay, so that doesn't count as the mission being completed, correct?
No, it does not.
Okay, so I'm going to outline what I would like to try to do, but I would like to go to the kitchen, and I would like to influence the head chef, the royal chef, or whoever, and talk to him about hibachi-style cuisine, and invite the prince and Maxilar in for just like a private seating.
Okay. So you can roll me a diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Well,
You begin talking to the head chef, and he's kind of like, I'm busy making food. So you don't really influence him. And he also says, yeah, good luck getting those two into the kitchen. They definitely won't. Not without their guard.
Oh, I didn't assume that they would go without their guard.
It's also dirty in here. They're unlikely to come in here anyways.
Ah, damn. The health
So that's going to be your turn.
Have rated this place a D.
Yeah. Aravid.
What? Bam! Well, okay, it's also a +2, so 13. No, I don't think that's enough.
It is not.
That's okay.
Lucia.
I don't. That genealogy thing was in the journal you lifted, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about it. I'm gonna try the same thing. I'm gonna do a history roll and just see if I can find anything juicy.
Okay.
Well, it's one better.
It is one better. Yep, you start to influence the area, but not by much.
Yep.
Hugh.
Yes.
What would you like to do? Continue talking to the baronet?
Yes. I'm guessing. I don't know if it's possible to even use diplomacy at this
Yeah,
point.
I'll say now you can use diplomacy.
All right. All right. So diplomacy +2 since circumstance bonus. So that would be
Wow.
41.
You've
Wow.
made it onto his will.
My
You're
God.
talking to him, and he has that attitude of, wow, someone finally understands what I'm talking about. You know, we need more guards in the we need more people in the military. We don't have a lot of people here. He's telling you about how the military is just, it feels understaffed essentially, and they need more to join the force. He also is happy to have like a like-minded person, and he does offer you something. Let me find his sheet real quick, because he does indeed offer you something. I just need to find what it is. It's not a ring. It's not a ring. But he does say that if you ever need use of it, you'll have access to the land trade routes along the inner sea.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
that was from who?
That was from Baronet Duranus Cicado.
Nicely done.
And as that ends, you all notice the Talden Senate is beginning to convene in the center area to start the vote.
Ooh.
Indeed.
Oh boy.
Do you all go to watch?
Yeah.
Yep.
That
Aravid?
depends. Are there other events going on in a Arcade of Triumph? Actually, no. I'm just watching Earl Halhadian.
Alright.
So yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So the political ruling body of Taldor spreads out 20 feet below the observation deck of the gallery. Dozens of senators and their immediate aides scurry below. The cacophony of voices is almost deafening, and it seems like the ceaseless chatter will continue endlessly. Suddenly, the magically amplified voice of the Senate speaker interrupts the noise. Thank you all. I would ask that our observers please be silent and seat themselves. We will now begin voting on the addendum number 22,087, the repeal of the ancient law of primogeniture, the issuance of inheritance. That guy gets it. The inheritance and aristocratic title solely through male heirs. Following this proclamation, the speaker begins calling on individual senators one at a time to support or oppose the repeal. Time goes on. You all notice that halfway through the process, it does begin to favor Princess Eutropia's bid to end the word.
You did so well. Do it again.
Nope. And eventually, I'm gonna have to say it again. Eventually, the repeal passes with roughly 60% of the Senate's backing.
Whoa!
You notice the speaker takes a moment to compose himself, seemingly shocked by the results, before announcing. And so, the final tally for Addendum 22,087, the repeal of primogeniture, with 36 abstentions. The final tally stands on 107 for, 79 against. The addendum passes. Among other business tonight, the Senate recognizes Princess Eutropia Stavian I as the new heir to the Primogen crown and the first heir the Empire has seen in 20 years. With that, the chamber explodes in a riot of applause and some condemnation. It takes several minutes for the cacophony to die down as the speaker declares that it closed Senate recount is to take place, an event signaled by the speaker declaring a temporary recess of the Senate to outsiders. Following this vote, you all find Martella Lothheed gathering with you all. She begins to say, begins to recount the events, how she has been watching over. It was excellent how you were able to swap out and sabotage the wine. She was watching you, Aravid, how expertly you were able to snatch and grab, how everyone else was able to go to their targets. She kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, Mia, and says, it's rather unfortunate you couldn't learn what you were able to learn, but that is fine. We got what we came for. She still all congratulates you on a job well done and promises additional rewards for all of you after the festivities. Finally, she surmises that Stavian's speech will be a concession to Eutropia's bid for the throne. While the vote does not replace Stavian, he has made no secret of his opposition to the repeal, and Martella expects the aging emperor to show no amount of restraint in lambasting his daughter. Before parting ways and letting you all find your seats, she would hand one of you, whoever can choose, a letter neatly folded and sealed with a wax embossed with a simple heart. She explains that it's a message for Calbio of Breezy Creek, the peasant about to be exalted from his parents who couldn't afford to travel into Opara for the ceremony. She understands that the letter is of personal and emotional nature, and so Calbio's parents ask that it not be delivered until after the big day. And as she hands this to you, she allows each of you to take your seats as the speaker comes up and says that Prince Stavian will be making his speech soon.
Hugh was the one who was talking to Calbio before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she'll give it to Hugh.
I would like to make sure that she knows about the gossip that I heard of the from the bragging that he was doing, where he said that it wouldn't be a worry anymore. I want to make sure that she knows that verbatim.
Okay. All right. Do you all find your seats?
Yep.
Okay. You all see hundreds of dignitaries, senators, and visitors cram onto the Senate floor. You see a dozen hulking members of the Ulfin Guard and personal bodyguards of the Grand Prince stand arrayed around a podium atop the central circular stage of the chamber. A mix of senatorial staffers and Ulfin Guard assign people to positions within the chamber based on rank and influence. Martella Lothheed stands a bit closer, while Princess Eutropia and several prominent nobles stand at the podium's edge. As Grand Prince Stavian III ascends to the tall stage that overlooks the hall from its center, he raises a single hand to calm the murmurs of the assembled crowd. A member of the Prince's Ulfin Guard escorts a thrilled-looking man in noble attire, the soon-to-be elevated commoner Calbio, to stand several paces behind the prince. Quite the assembly we have here today, the Grand Prince says. I don't think I've ever seen the Senate building packed so full, especially not for any of my previous speeches. Even my lovely daughter, now a woman, sits among the players of Opara's greatest game. Of course, none of you are here for me. No, today is about something else entirely. Today is about elevation. It is no secret that today is about exalting others to a new status in life. I'm sure many of you have had the opportunity to meet Calbio here. He is a man of the people, elevated at the urging of all the ladies, lords, senators, and aides present in this chamber. I think we should all give him a rousing applause to commemorate this momentous change in his life. And the room erupts into cheers as Stavian pauses in his proclamation, as the Grand Prince of Taldor smiles widely in the adulation of the crowd. And each of you can make a sense motive, please.
Oh, sure.
Is Mia making a roll?
Okay. I'll just type in. Oh, actually, I can just run over to her computer and click it for her.
There you go.
Is Mia gonna make another sense motive check?
Alright, well, only Hugh is the one to notice subtle repositioning movements by armed, black-garbed personnel to block the exits.
Oh boy.
Ooh, fun.
Oh boy.
As this happens, the applause abates as a hulking Ulfin guard pushes Calbio forward, almost knocking the commoner down as he awkwardly regains his balance beside the Grand Prince, Stavian. The leader of Taldor maintains his calm, placing a hand on Calbio's shoulder without ever taking his eyes off the crowd. I understand your parents sacrificed everything to help you reach this day, my boy. Saving up for your apprenticeship and the tools you needed to achieve this greatness. And today you are a grateful son, no doubt, making them proud. I too understand what it is to sacrifice. I have given so much for the people of this nation. A brother, a son, a lifetime of service, even my own daughter's loyalty. He pauses, licking his lips and pulling the awkward Calbio closer to his side. But unlike you, Lord Calbio, these Taldans, my children, truly are not grateful. They scheme and plot, dream of hanging their dutiful father and placing a woman, sir, on the Lion Throne. And they have seen fit this very day to induct you into their conspiratorial ranks. And that is why here, now, you, Lord Calbio, will be the first among them to die. And with that, the Emperor of Taldor plunges a jeweled dagger between the ribs of the astonished man in his clutches. And as Stavian's accusations stun the crowd, Calbio's blood showers the front row of the Senate floor as all of you can see him faintly mouth, Ma, Pa, before he collapses to the stage in a heap of red. And that's where we'll end it for today.
That's so
Good.
mean! Hugh's fan is dead! This is bullshit!
And now I'm holding the letter.
Nah.
And that is where we end.
Ah. Great
Here we
game.
are.
Bullshit.
Again.
But great game.
Wow.
Ugh, what a note to leave off of. So I guess we'll play next session and find out what kind of chaos we'll get into. Anybody else who tunes in to watch it will find out next session as well. But for now, everybody say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye-bye.
Bye, YouTube. Happy dungeon delving, everyone. And pie.
Yeah. As always, good pie and stay sweet, everyone.